Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be filming my monthly favourites, my beauty favourites, and a few little added extras in at the end of like just random things that I've been loving this month. I haven't done a monthly favourites in absolutely ages. I don't know, I kind of fall in and out of love with them. I love watching other people's monthly favourite videos. Obviously it's like a really good way to get inspiration and find new products to try, but for some reason sometimes I really feel like filming them and sometimes I don't. I don't know whether it's like some months that I just don't have loads of products that I'm really dying to talk about, or I don't know, I feel like doing the same thing every single month can get a little bit boring. So I don't know, I like to mix it up a little bit. So I do have some stuff that I want to talk to you guys today about though. So yeah, it's mainly beauty products and then just a few things at the end that I thought would be quite nice to share with you. So I will just get started, guys. First up, in my last Boots haul, I made my first Soap & Glory body care purchase, which was the Righteous Butter. Oh my god, I've nearly finished it. Well, not nearly finished it, I'm halfway through. It is so nice. It is super silky smooth on the skin. It's like really quite intense moisturising, but literally, like it says on the tub, a body moisturising formula so virtuous you might swear you're wearing velvet, and that's pretty much the only way to describe it. My skin feels so silky smooth, and every time I put this on, usually when I've had a shower in the evening or a bath, Daniel will comment every time and be like, oh, you smell really good. And it just reminds me of sweets, like refreshers, and oh, it's just so good. It doesn't smell overly like shea butter or aloe vera, but it is moisturising in the way that they are. If you have anything from Soap & Glory that you would recommend that I try, then please do like comment below and let me know, because I'm really looking forward to trying some more of their body care stuff now, and this just makes me feel so... I just feel like I want to kind of like lick my skin, which is really gross, but does anyone else feel like that when they put moisturiser on? I'd like to know. So moving on, next up is a nail polish, and it is from Burberry. First of all, I absolutely love the packaging. It is so sleek and chic and contemporary and modern, and it subtly incorporates the Burberry pattern that is like the Burberry statement, and it's like this like quite a long lid, and then it's sneakily hidden so you get a little bit more nail varnish on the top, and this is in shade Storm Grey, number 203, and I love this. I think I wore this in my daily makeup routine and lots of people commented on it asking what it was. It was this. I love it. The brush is really quite thick and fat, so you get quite a lot of coverage just from one stroke on the nail, and 2 coats of this and you're good to go. And I just think it's so nice. It looks beautiful on your dressing table because it's such nice packaging, and I love how it's like sneakily hidden away and that you get a little bit extra in there, and the colour is just gorgeous. I love kind of like muted neutral colours, and this is just so lovely, and it's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just the perfect mix of loveliness. And it's my first ever grey nail varnish and I'm loving it. I think it's really nice. Next is a product that I have fallen back in love with, and it's the Bare Minerals Original SPF 15 foundation. Bare Minerals is a brand that I loved when I first started wearing makeup, but as my skin got progressively worse, I just found that it wasn't good enough coverage for me. Mineral foundation is obviously a lot better than liquid foundation. It doesn't clog up your pores, it lets your skin breathe, and it's really important for people who have problematic skin to reach for a mineral foundation over a liquid foundation. But I'm sure most of you will agree, when you have bad skin, you just feel like you want to go for coverage regardless of the outcome, like whether it's going to cause more breakouts or anything like that. It's dermatologically proven that makeup doesn't cause acne, but obviously it's going to contribute to clogging the pores, which would lead to further breakouts. But Now I'm happier with my skin. I'm still not 100% with it. I don't feel amazing in my skin, but I do feel a lot better. I feel so much nicer wearing a mineral foundation. I'm wearing it today. It's got buildable coverage, so you can wear a little bit and have it as like a really light sheer foundation, or you can build it up for a fuller coverage. I've gone for kind of like an in-between medium coverage today, and I just love it. I am now finding that I don't really like applying liquid foundation, and that I just feel like I've got way too much makeup on when I'm wearing it, and going for a more, not natural look, because I do love applying my makeup, but just a more, I don't know, a more natural finish on the skin in terms of my cheeks and my foundation. Just in terms of my foundation, I do feel like it just looks nicer, being able to see your freckles and your moles and things like that. And I've got this in shade medium, which is C25. It's a little bit too pinky for me. I've got quite neutral skin. I need something with a little bit more yellow tone to it. But it's fine. I mean, it just needs a little bit of blending, but it's affordable. It's around £23, I think, so it's not breaking the bank, and a little bit goes a really long way. I don't particularly like the Bare Minerals brushes, so I do use an alternative brush to apply this, but just like a duo fibre lightweight brush would be absolutely fine for blending this in. And I just love it. I think it's beautiful. I love the finish, and I just feel like you can see more of me rather than being completely covered up with a regular foundation. So yeah, loving that, waffling a little bit. Let's move on. Right, so next up are some products from Estee Lauder. These lipsticks are phenomenal. Literally, I cannot tell you a lipstick that is more perfect than these lipsticks. They're the Pure Colour Envy lipsticks. They're new to Estee Lauder, and I have the shade 240 Chulumptuous Pink, which is a really nice name, and 120 Desirable. Now, Desirable is a really like light pinky beigey colour, which is really nude. It looks like sort of dark on like in the stick, but it's really quite light, and I just think this is lovely for a daytime lip. And the pink is a really bright hot pink. It's almost kind of, it's got quite a lot of reddy tones in there, and it's like and blue tones in there as well, so it makes your teeth look really super white when you're wearing it. But the colours are gorgeous. I love the colours, but the formula of these lipsticks is like no other lipstick I have ever used before. I have been wearing the Chulumptuous Pink regularly. I'm not wearing it today, but I have been wearing it. I don't know if I've worn it in any kind of like recent videos. I don't think I have, but the formula, I feel hot, like, because I'm just so excited about these lipsticks. Usually I find with like higher end lipsticks like YSL, Estee Lauder, NARS, their formulas and colours are really beautiful, but their staying power is not amazing. It kind of like, you get the lip liner look after a few kind of like, well, definitely after a few hours wear. But this pink one in particular I have been wearing, and for example, I wore it the other day. I went to see my nan, I had some breakfast with her and a cup of tea, and then hour later I got the tube down to London and I went shopping. I then went and had a roast dinner in Selfridges, and after that, so after maybe 5 hours wear, it was literally still exactly the same. It hadn't budged, it hadn't moved at all, like not even like a slight bit on the inner lip. It literally, it just doesn't move at all. It's quite a glossy finish, and I usually do prefer a matte lipstick. It gives a nice sheen. It's not too glossy. It kind of settles down after a little bit of wear, which is really nice. And yeah, it just doesn't budge. I wore this out on Friday night for a friend's leaving do, and I took my makeup off when I got home, and I woke up in the morning and my mum was like, oh my god, what is wrong with your face? Because my lips were bright pink still, like it completely stained my lips, which maybe isn't so great when you're waking up in the morning and looking like clown, but that just, it goes to show how stubborn it is and how great the wear is, because I'd literally taken my makeup off and I'd scrubbed my lips as well with my makeup remover, and it just didn't come off at all. And for the whole of the next day, my lips had like a brighter pink tinge to them. So these I just can't explain how much I love them and how amazing I think they are. I want to get every single shade now because I just think they're incredible. I'm not sure how much they retail at. I'll have a look into it, and obviously I'll link everything below like I usually do, but seriously, these lipsticks, best lipsticks ever. Last up on the beauty front, I have repurchased my trusty buffing brush from Real Techniques. My buffing brush was the first brush that I bought from Real Techniques, and you can only get it in like their core collection set, which is a bit annoying because I don't really want to keep repurchasing the other brushes because I don't think they're so great. But this brush I have had for ages, and I repurchased another one because my old one had got so gross and old. And I've just started using this again to apply liquid foundation, and it is stunning. It is just the most beautiful foundation brush. It blends beautifully, and it does obviously what it says on the tin. It just buffs the makeup into the skin. It just makes makeup super flawless, super beautiful, and it's just so soft. Like, it's so soft. I love the Real Techniques brushes. I've got so many of them. I could be a sales representative, I think, if they wanted me to. But yeah, I think this brush is amazing. The core set I think is £21.99. I would pay that for this brush on its own, so it is worth purchasing the core collection. You do get like a core contour brush, which is really nice in there, but that's pretty much the only brush in there that I would really use. It's a nice size as well. It covers and it can get in like the little nooks and crannies of your face, and I just think it's super duper lovely. So that is it in terms of beauty products, guys. I have also been loving, and I've eaten them all so I can't show you them. I haven't tried them before, but I love peanut butter, and I've just discovered Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh, I've seen so many people like Instagramming Reese's like different chocolate bits and bobs, and I've always wanted to try them but just haven't bothered. I don't know why. And the other night me and Daniel were in Tesco's, and I spotted these little peanut butter cups, and I was like, ooh, now would be the perfect time to try them. So I did, and they're amazing. I think it's like £3 for a packet, which is quite expensive, but you get like six peanut butter cups in there, 2 in each pack, so it's quite a nice little snack, and they are just amazing. It's like smooth peanut butter in a little cup, like a little cup of chocolate, and it's just amazing. Like, I always have peanut butter and chocolate spread on toast, like peanut butter on one slice and chocolate spread on the other, and put them together and eat them as like a sandwich. And it's just like that, but without the bread, obviously. And I just think it's amazing. I can't wait to try more of their stuff. I love peanut butter, and I think they're amazing. And the last thing that I have been loving probably too much this month is Breaking Bad. I've just finished it. I feel like I've lost a part of my life and I don't really know what to do. It's just the most incredible series, like, ever. It's just, I'm in love with Jesse Pinkman, and I love how, like, throughout the whole of the season you fall in and out of love with characters. Like, I really liked Skyer at the beginning, then towards the end I really hated her, then I really liked her again. Walt I thought was like the nicest guy in the world, then I thought he was evil. Jesse I thought was just a complete waste of space, and then I massively fell in love with him, and now I just adore him and am super jealous of his wife, who is stunning, and that just makes me a bit of a creep. But you know, these things happen. I just think it's incredible, and it is definitely worth watching if you haven't seen it. I didn't think it would be my cup of tea. I mean, it's essentially about a guy who gets cancer and is a scientist, well, is a chemistry teacher, and decides to cook crystal meth. And I'm not giving anything away saying that, because literally that's the first episode. and I didn't really think, oh well, that doesn't sound particularly interesting, to be honest, but it hooked me. I watched the whole thing in like less than a month, I think. I want to watch it all over again. I just loved it so much, I can't explain. Now me and Daniel have just started watching House of Cards, which has Kevin Spacey in it, and I love him, so I'm really hoping that that's going to be good. So yeah, I love Breaking Bad. I think it's amazing, and I am now obsessed with Aaron Paul, who plays Jesse Pinkman. So yes, that is it, guys. That is everything I've been loving this month. Aaron Paul, if you're watching this, you're awesome. I love you, and I love you guys too. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye. Which is like the but it's a nice, it gives it a nice oh, I've got like mouth cramp. What is the word? The Burberry. Ah, what is the word? I mean, it's dermatologically